Hey guys, today we are going to dive into the wonderful world of British insults. Let's get into it. So first off, let me just say that the insults covered in today's lesson, they are all quite mild, and they're the sort of things that you'd say jokingly to perhaps members of your family or close friends. So there are no particularly offensive insults here. Now, firstly, we're going to consider some insulting idioms. Now, there are 5 idioms that we'll look at, and they all basically mean the same thing. They all mean that the person you are talking about is not very clever. So our first idiom is not the sharpest tool in the shed. Not the sharpest tool in the shed. A shed is basically a hut where we keep our gardening tools. So for example, you would keep your lawnmower in there. To say that someone is not the sharpest tool in the shed means that they are not very sharp. If we describe someone as sharp, it means that they are a quick thinker, that they are clever. So if they are not the sharpest tool in the shed, it means that they are not sharp, they are not clever. So you might say, for example, I love my cousin, he's a great lad, but he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. It means he's not very smart. Another way to say this would be to say that he is a few sandwiches short of a picnic. A few sandwiches short of a picnic. A picnic is an outdoor social gathering where everyone brings some food. You all sit down together and you eat together. If you say that someone is a few sandwiches short of a picnic, it's a funny way to say that they are not very clever. Or it can even mean that they are a little bit crazy. Another way to say this expression is, he's a few beers short of a six-pack. He's a few beers short of a six-pack. Our third idiom is, there's not much between the ears. There's not much between the ears. So this is quite an obvious one. Your brain is between your ears. So to say that there is not much between your ears means that you are not very clever. So you might say, John works really hard, but he'll never get a promotion because there's not much going on between the ears. Our next idiom is, the light's on, but nobody's home. The light's on, but nobody's home. This idiom means that someone looks or seems normal, but they are in fact a little bit stupid, a little bit useless. It's like a house that looks normal and inhabited from the outside because the lights are on, but in reality there is no one actually in the house. Sometimes, if you're feeling a bit tired, you might find yourself just staring off into the distance, lost in your own thoughts. In this case, someone might say, are you okay? It looks like the light's on, but no one's home. Or they might also say that you look a bit vacant. That's another way you can say it. You look a bit vacant. Our final idiom is as thick as a plank, or as thick as 2 short planks. Either idiom can be used to mean that someone is very stupid. If someone is thick, it means they are stupid. The word thick has been used for hundreds of years to mean someone that is not clever. Even William Shakespeare used the word in that context. We'll now consider a couple of extra idioms that you might hear. So one is, he's lost the plot. He's lost the plot. To lose the plot means to become confused or crazy. Someone that no longer acts in a normal manner. So you might say, my grandfather has lost his keys again. He's starting to lose the plot. It means he's starting to get a bit confused. Now for a good old-fashioned insult that you would have heard in the school playground in the 1990s, Billy no mates. Billy no mates. A Billy no mates is simply a person that has no friends. He has no mates. So you might hear someone say, look at Billy no mates standing over there on his own. It's a joking way to say that someone has no friends. Now we'll consider some of the best British insults that all mean a silly or foolish person. So let's come over to the board and check them out. So first of all, we have twit. A foolish person is a twit. You could also call them a wally. You are such a wally. Plonker is a brilliant one. You're such a plonker, Rodney.
I don't believe it. What a plonker. What a plonker.
Are you two going to be plonkers for the rest of your lives?
Very good insult to use. Prat. Again, a foolish person, a silly person. You're being a prat. We also have the term you're prating about. It means you're messing around, you're being foolish, you are prating about. A nincompoop. Quite an old word, one that's been around for a long time. Has the same meaning. A foolish person is a nincompoop. And finally, a muppet. A muppet is someone that acts foolishly. So those are all wonderful words to use to insult someone in a reasonably friendly manner. They all mean the same thing, that the person you are talking about is a bit foolish, a bit silly. So there you go. You now know some of the best British friendly insults. Let me know in the comments if you have any similar insults in your language. So I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. If you did, then hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel for more content like this. I'll see you in the next one.